What is going on to all my Atlanta fans out there, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be back with you all. We are here to discuss one of my favorite shows of all time, making its return, and unfortunately, its last season. I'm talking about Atlanta episodes 1 and 2, which will be premiering on FX on September 15th. Now, shout out to FX. They sent me over the early episodes, and I'm going to let you all know my thoughts on episodes 1 and 2. Spoiler free, of course. I'm just going to let you all know what I thought about the first episode, the second episode, the tone. Is it more in line with season 1 and 2? Is it more like season 3? Is it somewhere in the middle? And is it worth your time? We're going to be breaking it all down here in this spoiler-free review. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any of my early content. You can also give your boy a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. All those links can be found in the description of this video. If you enjoyed today's spoiler-free review of episodes 1 and 2 of Atlanta season 4, make sure you're giving the video a thumbs up, as well as sharing this video. But more importantly, those comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know how excited you are for season 4. Out of the 3 seasons, which is your favorite, and what are you hoping to get in this last season? Let's talk about it in the comments. So again, I'm so happy to be back. It seems like it was literally yesterday that we were covering season 3, which it was just a few months ago, but we broke it down every single week. I had such a great time doing so, and I plan on doing the same for this new season. So again, just a brief overview, no spoilers, just general, vague breakdown here. I just got done, like literally, I'm talking 10 minutes ago, I just got done watching episode 2. So this will be, you know, kind of focused, but also just kind of going over some beats and again, not giving too much away. So with all that being said, what did I think about this first episode, which was titled The Most Atlanta? First thing I want to say, damn, it feels good to be back in Atlanta, y'all. We are back in Atlanta. We're no longer on the Europe tour. They are back in Atlanta, and it felt that way. I mean, literally from the opening sequence, opening it up without giving too much away with my favorite character of the show, which is Darius, as he is thrown into a very similar situation that went viral a couple years ago. When you see the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. But from that moment on, with him being kind of chased by the ultimate Karen character, I just say that, I just knew we were back into this world, and I love it. And another thing about this first episode, without again diving into the details, pay attention to Al in this first episode. And this is a storyline that we've been talking about with previous breakdowns. Al is on this journey, man. He's looking for something. There's a void, and he's trying to fill that void. And in this particular episode, you see that very early on with him searching for something and his connection to a particular rapper they talk about in this episode by the name of Blue Blood, as he goes on this very interesting scavenger hunt. And it's very interesting. When you see it, you know what I mean. But we focus on that story, which was a pivotal point, not for just this episode, but we'll talk about how it connects to episode 2 in a bit. But also we get Earn, we get Van, and we see kind of where their relationship is based on what was going down in episode 3. And in this first episode, we see them exploring their past, and their past couldn't seem to leave them be, and their past is always catching up to them. And I want y'all to pay attention to the song that they're playing in those scenes with Earn and Van. All I'll say is, how did I get here? If you know, you know. I'm very excited to talk about that more in our spoiler breakdown coming up when the episodes do release. It's almost as though, the thing I loved about this first episode, it's so meta, because the characters, they kind of feel foreign into their home, right? Atlanta, this is where they were born and raised, but it's very foreign to them. They have to kind of reintroduce themselves to Atlanta. And it's so meta because as an audience member, we're reintroducing ourselves to being back in Atlanta. Again, I know for some people, season 3 was such a tonal shift and it didn't work for them because they were out of Atlanta. For me speaking, creatively speaking, I really enjoyed season 3, very much so. But this episode, again, just kind of has that new sense of like our characters trying to reacclimate themselves into Atlanta. So I thought that was really unique how they played that out. And so episode 1 to me was just absolutely incredible. It felt so great to be back in this world, and I just love the tone, the comedy, and these characters are just fantastic. So episode 1 was great. Transition to my thoughts on episode 2, The Homeliest Little Horse. This episode, again, focuses on Al, and in particularly Paperboy and the hip-hop industry, as we're seeing him investing into being a manager, and kind of how all that ties into him finding this up-and-coming artist. Meanwhile, we see Earn is trying to find himself a new client in this second episode, and one thing I want to let you all know that I really appreciate about this second episode, it goes back to season 3. If you all recall the episode when they went to Fernando's party and there was a conversation between Ern and Al about taking advantage of the game. The game has taken advantage of them. Why don't we switch those narratives? And we see that being played out in this particular episode. And, you know, you get this sense that Paperboy is still searching for something. He's not satisfied. There's this, like I said, there's this like emptiness that he's searching for. He's constantly looking for something. Again, tie that back to episode 1, wanting to go out of town and him going on this scavenger hunt, and now him investing into becoming a manager again. He's yearning for something, he's looking for something, and you see that continuation within this episode regarding the state of hip-hop, and in particularly the streaming, how it's so different from when I was growing up with hip-hop. It was all about, you know, top charts, selling albums, going on tour, and they really kind of emphasize how the industry, and the hip-hop industry in particular, has changed dramatically and how it appeals to this newer generation. So I kind of like that storyline that we got within that second episode. So overall, again, I don't want to give too much away, but tonally speaking, this to me, the vibe felt like nostalgia from those early days of the show where you don't know, is this reality? Is this a dream? But then you see the rootedness in the reality. You see the relatability in these characters. You get those hilarious moments that we're used to and accustomed to with the earlier seasons of 1 and 2. And that's really what I want to get at. Episodes 1 and 2 definitely, to me, felt more in line with season 1 and 2, with some of the more interesting intellectual kind of conversations that season 3 kind of presented. So definitely more season 1 and 2 with a tinge of season 3, especially in episode 2 when we get a particular journey that Ern finds himself on. So listen, I'm so happy to be back. I'm so excited with these episodes. I'm so excited to be back in this universe. And again, it's bittersweet because it's the end of one of my favorite shows of all time. But we got to get through this season before we can get to the end. I'm excited for it. So I love these 2 episodes. I would say I preferred episode 1 over 2, but I'm going to revisit them and break it all down, and expect those weekly breakdowns every single Thursday immediately after the episode ends. And then I have a question for you all. This is for all my OGs that supported those season 3 reviews and had such great conversation in the comments. I had hosted 2 live streams for season 3 for episodes 9 and 10, and I want to bring that back, but I want to do it on a more of a weekly basis. So if that's something you all are interested in, let me know in the comments by letting me know which day would work for you all to do a live stream kind of after show for Atlanta. Would it be that Thursday night? Would it be that following Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? And whatever day it is, what time would you all want to have like a after show live discussion about the episodes of Atlanta? Let me know that in the comments below. So overall, should you be excited for this new season? Should you check out episodes 1 and 2? Hell yeah, definitely do so. And when you do, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, keep an eye out for my spoiler discussions for these episodes coming this Thursday after the episodes premiere. So thank you all for watching this spoiler-free review. Again, before you all leave, just a friendly reminder to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Again, let me know if you guys want to have weekly after shows to break it down, maybe invite some guests, maybe invite you all to join the discussion as far as live streams go. Let me know in the comments. So again, you all have been awesome. Hope you're staying safe. Can't wait to see you tomorrow to dive deeper into this episode. But again, come and join the community by clicking here. Check out my previous Atlanta videos and check out my most recent breakdown. We'll see you all on the next video.